Hey guys, what's going on? Kyle with the Car Guys. I'm joined by Glenn Cody, aka Glenn Coco. You actually ended up winning our local, actually, with the World Chalice deck. It was a few rounds, and you ended up going undefeated, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. And World Chalice, out of all things, with people playing Zodiac and people playing like dinos and stuff, you ended up winning. That's really cool. And I know a lot of people are wanting to see this list. Why are you playing World Chalice?
It's just really fun. I was kind of overplaying Zoo. I've been playing it since what is it, March, February, whenever this happened.
Yeah, it's been fun.
And I mean, I just wanted something different. I think the list is gonna happen. Zoo's gonna be over.
Kind of
Look for something else.
wither away. Okay.
That was a masterpiece.
Awesome. Well, hopefully, right? We've seen you on the channel before. Obviously, you have credentials. You've top aided, quite a few times in the past little while. So, you know what you're doing. So let's see the list here.
All right.
And I guess explain anything you want to, because I don't think a lot of people know what the World Chalice deck is.
All right, so we'll start with the vanillas. I started off with 6, and I chose Beckend and Chosen, because this is kind of a nod towards Dino Rabbit format. This one's the biggest one, and he's a warrior, so that's pretty cool. There's some combos you can do, and I'll explain those later. And this one, I mean, he's a psychic and a normal. I mean, nothing really much to talk about.
Of course, okay.
You want to see some of the vanillas, but you don't want to draw like a bunch of vanillas. And that's why I didn't choose to play like the Venus engine with the shine balls, because then that leads to way too many bricks.
Okay, of course.
I thought. Then I opted to play 2 Gofu, because I wanted to play Unexpected Die also, and the 2 just conflict. So that's why I opted for 2 of these and 2 Unexpected Die. Because I want to see one of them, but I don't want to see both of them, because then you just have an automatic dead card in the hand.
Yeah, of course.
Next up, the best World Chalice.
What is this exactly, Dave?
All right, so if I remember correctly, it does 3 things. When this tribute summon card leaves the field, you get to special summon 2 World Chalice monsters from your deck. So you can special summon the Searcher of Vanillas and make Imduke and just go off of that. While it's in the graveyard, you can banish it and search for a World Legacy card from your deck and add it to your hand. And then while it's face up on the field, if your opponent would summon from the extra deck, you can send this to the graveyard to send that extra deck monster to the graveyard. So it does everything.
That's actually crazy nice.
Yeah. So you really want to see this in your opening hands, so you can combo off using that. And then to help you get to this card, we play Triple E.
What does this do?
All right, this has 2 effects. When it's normal special summon, you can add a World Chalice monster from your deck to your hand.
Okay, so we got a Stratos with it.
Yeah, and then while it's in the graveyard, you can send a monster from your hand or your board to the graveyard to add him back to your hand. And that actually comes up a lot. If you have like Guard Dragon in your hand, you can send it to extend your plays by banishing Guard Dragon. If you have like, if you open with like a bunch of vanillas and you have a Link Spider in your extra monster zone, and you need to clear it, you can send that with the Lee to add it back to your hand, and then you have your extra monster zone free.
That's really cool.
Yeah, so that's really important. And then this combos really well with like Lazuli, which I'll get into later. Next up we have Triple Guard Dragon.
That's cute.
So this one, when a card or effect is activated that targets a linked monster that you control, you can send this from your hand to your graveyard to negate it and destroy it.
So it's a hand trap?
Yeah. So this outs Dryden.
That's actually insane.
I mean, I know the trend has been like Pianissimo recently, but if they don't have it, you're
obviously, yeah.
And then its other effect is while it's in the graveyard, you can banish it to special summon a normal monster from your graveyard to a zone a link monster points to. So that can come up a lot with your Gem Knights, your Vanillas that you're playing over here, and even Gaia Saber, because he's a normal monster. So if you need an extra link monster, you can do that. Next up, I played one Garnet and one Lazuli, and I chose these 2. I mean, this one's kind of obvious. Like when it's sent to the graveyard by a card effect, you can add a vanilla back, so you can get like any of these back. You can get this back if you need it, and then this one I mean, you can normal summon it and do your vanilla combos with that.
Okay.
If you don't have any normal monsters in the grave, you kind of want to save the Lazuli, and you just send the Garnet. And I opted to play 2 because I'm just like really unlucky with playing the 1, and I always draw the 1 Gem Knight when I play 1, so I just wanted to play 2.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
All right, so next we'll get to that later. Trick Clown. Okay, so my thoughts on Brilliant Fusion in the deck is that Brilliant Fusion essentially acts as like a 2nd, 3rd, and 4th Foolish Burial. Because you always want to have access to your lead. So if you already have access to lead, there's no real point. It's not advancing your game state to send another lead. So I want another monster that could kind of help extend your plays and whatnot. So I opted to play Trick Clown.
Of course.
Next up, I really like these cards. Rescue Ferret and the Rescue Rabbit. So I played these because my thoughts on the deck is you go into Firewall really fast, and then you link summon off of the Firewall, and then Firewall a trigger, and then you can special summon Ferret, and then you can special more monsters from the deck. So it's not really good. It's not a starter card. It's just gonna help extend your plays
Like an
and help
extender?
get you
Okay.
there. Rabbit is Rabbit, and you're playing vanilla, so
Right.
that's good. And then speaking of extenders, to go with the Ferret, I played on 1 Zephyros the Elite. So most of the times with your Ferret, you have 2 link zones that you can summon to. So you use your Ferret, send it back to the deck, summon Zephyros, and like Max C. You can link off your Zephyros, and then use Zephyros' effect to bounce back your Max C. So you can kind of use your Ferret to search Max C. So I thought that was really cool.
Okay, that's kind of insane.
Yeah, so that really helped me a lot today. And then to round that off was 2 Ash Blossom. And these could be Ghost Ogre. If you opt to play Ghost Ogre, what you can do is you can use Ferret to special summon Ash and Ogre. Or if you play Ash and Ogre, you can summon Ash and Ogre, and then link those into an Ebe, and then Ebe, or you would Firewall, and you can get those back. And you essentially use your Ferrets to search for your hand traps, instead of using your Firewall Dragon just up, unprotected. Because he will get Kaiju, he will get Regeki. Like, if they have it, they will do that.
Yeah, right? Okay.
So that's it for the monsters. I played 1 World Legacy's Heart because I never wanted to open with it, and when I was playing 2, like I just opened with it a lot. I'll test this out a little bit more, and I know a few people said that you needed multiples for like a longer grind game, but a lot of my games were like really fast, so it was like I had a turn, they had a turn, game. So
That's crazy.
so yeah, so that's why I opted for 1. Then the 3 Brilliance and the Foolish Burial. These are to help you get to leave faster, which will get you to the World Legacy World Chalice, which will get you to your combos, and then you'll go in. 1 Painful Decision.
Oh, it goes ahead and it fuels the grave.
Yeah, because
That
this
card's
fills your
really
grave, and then if you combo that with your Brilliant to send your Lazuli, then you essentially get 2 vanillas off your Painful Decision and access to lead. So that was really cool.
That's actually not okay.
And then kind of back to what I was talking about with the multiple Gofus. I played 2 Unexpected Die, but like this card is good. Gofu's better, so I might switch this out for a 3rd Gofu. But the problem with these cards and the Gofus is that like after turn 1, unless you like get completely board clear, then like those are just bricks in your hand.
Okay.
And then to round off the special summons from the
I
deck.
saw there's a psychic in there.
The level 3 is the Psychic. So you summon that off of the Utility.
Okay. I
That's
see.
pretty cool.
Adds extra stuff, extending.
Yeah.
Shout out to Patrick.
And then I played Mind Control. So my thoughts on this were this could be a Regeki or a Mind Control. I wasn't really sure what I was going to play against today, so I wanted something that could like help extend my plays rather than just like clear the board. So I opted for a Mind Control, and I mean it came up, but this will be a lot more testing. But I mean, if you're playing like a Link mirror match, I mean, this is just great.
Yeah, right.
You can just take their guy and Link off of it, and then the one soul charge because you're playing a combo.
That's
deck.
the best card in the game, to be honest. That thing.
And then to round it off, I opted to play 2 Solemn Scoldings. You don't have a lot of, like, the World Chalice engine is really big, so you don't have like a lot of room for like defensive cards. But off of your Ningrisu here, you usually draw like 2 or 3 cards, so then you can draw into your Solemn Scoldings, into your defensive cards.
Okay.
All right, so now the
That's actually looking like that.
All right, so this is gonna need some work. I really want to fit in Daiguso Emerald, but I play the 1 Seraphinite, 1 Link Spider. Link Spider comes off when you have multiple vanillas in your hand.
Yeah.
Link Spider, special the vanilla, and then you can go into Imdu. I'm gonna max out on these.
3 of them? Wow. Why?
Because this is how you get to the Ningrisu plays, where you draw 3 cards.
Yeah.
Because you just summon a bunch of these, and then these special more World Chalice monsters from your hand, and then you keep going. And to match that, I played Triple Eve. This card's really good because to go back, this grants you an additional normal summon. So you contribute this to summon your World Legacy World Chalice. Then this will trigger in your graveyard to special summon another one, and then you can link those 2 into
that.
Ebe or Aurum. Aurum's the best. You contribute a World Chalice monster and bring back any monster in your graveyard. So like if you did get board cleared and you had like a Firewall up, you can use like a Guard Dragon you had in your graveyard to bring back a vanilla.
So much recursion, that's crazy.
Summon Firewall back. Yeah, so that's really cool. And then he essentially gains 300 attack because there's only 1 World Legacy monster. So there's that. And then Ebes. These are really good for protection. When I was playing like a back row deck earlier, like I would just summon 2 Ebes and then I would just attack with these. So I didn't have to worry about Mirror Force as much. So I think that could be a popular anti-meta call. People playing like the different Mirror Forces. Some people might get greedy with like the actual Mirror Force or like Blazing Mirror Force. So these help you get around that. Still working on a way to get around Storming. Because I did get Storming for 4, so that was kind of rough.
Oh, Lord.
And I played a Gaia, because this extends your plays along with your Guard Dragon. Because you can link summon with this to make your Firewall, and then you can Guard Dragon this back. That's pretty cool. 1 Ningrisu. I was playing 2 before, but I realized, like, in playtesting, I only really use his effect to draw once, and then you can just use Orm to bring him back from your graveyard. And like I was never really worried about him getting like hit with the Solemn Strike, because if they would have struck you, they probably would have struck that or like the World Legacy card. So I mean, if you're this far, then you're probably just gonna go in.
Right.
And then Triple Firewall. This card's the best.
Now, for people who don't know, which I'm pretty sure everybody should know, what does this card do? Explain it to me.
It wins the game by himself. All right, so his one effect is for every card for every co-link that he has, he can bounce 1 monster from either player's board or graveyard back to the hand.
That's wild.
So if you have like your hand traps in the graveyard, you can use his effect to just bounce these back to your hand so you can recur them. And then his really good effect is
that wasn't the really good effect?
then his really good effect is when a monster that he points to leaves the field, you can special summon a monster from your hand.
That's wild.
So like a lot of what happens is like you'll do your play and you'll make a Firewall Dragon. Wrong side. And then you can use like your Guard Dragon to like summon a Chosen or something. Then you can just link off of that into Imduke, and that'll trigger your Firewall. And then like what I was doing a lot today is off of the Firewall, especially a Ferret, Use your ferret effect. Goes back to the deck. Special summon like your Maxi and your Zeph. And then you can just... Well, you would have other monsters in addition to that, so then you can link off your Zeph, and then use Zeph, bounce back your Maxi. So like I said, this just gets you to your hand traps. This gets you this on the board. So yeah, that's kind of the thought process with that. Still testing it a lot. So hopefully...
Is it going to be one of the best decks, you think?
I think so.
Think so? Awesome.
I think so. But yeah.
Well, Glenn, I appreciate the deck profile and you explaining everything. It's been a very informative 15 minutes, in my opinion. I actually learned. I don't even play this game that much, and I learned everything. So I kind of want to pick up World Chalice now.
Oh, something I did forget about
What did you
Grease
forget?
here. All right, so this card, when he activates his effect, he doesn't target. So you have to. So he's similar to Ignister, in that you just activate effect and then you send a card from both players' board to the grave.
Yeah.
That's important to know when you're using it and when you're playing against it, so you don't make that mistake of trying to chain on the resolution.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Well, Glenn, thank you for the deck profile. I know a lot of people want to see this list anyway, so I'm happy we could provide that for the viewers and everything.
Yeah.
You'll be at the regional in a couple weeks?
Yeah.
Awesome. So I'm going to get another one from you when you talk, right?
Hopefully.
Okay, awesome, Glenn. Well, thank you so much again. We'll see you very soon on the channel. Once you top that regional, we can call the car, guys. See you guys later.